Here's another long division example. So the plan now is to divide this fourth degree polynomial, x to the fourth minus 16, by this quadratic polynomial here. So the way we'll set this up, whatever you're dividing by, we put that outside of our long division symbol. Which, by the way, so here again we have to use long division because the degree of what we're dividing by here is 2 and not 1. Now when you're setting up the long division with something like this, notice we've got a lot of missing powers of x in this expression. So we've got x to the fourth and then a constant term. When you set up the long division, we want a column for every power of x. So it's like when you do long division of whole numbers and you want your thousands column and your hundreds column and your tens column. When we divide polynomials, if the highest power is x to the fourth, then we're going to want an x cubed column. So you should insert the missing powers of x with the coefficient of 0. So we have 0x cubed, and we have 0x squared, and 0x to the first, and then we have that constant term of negative 16. Okay. So with the long division, make sure you set this up, and similarly, when you use synthetic division later on, you should include zeros for any missing powers of x. We want everything in its place, so we need to set up columns for every power of x. Okay, now the process of the long division. So in each individual step through this long division, we focus on dividing leading terms. So right now, starting out, we would divide x to the fourth by x squared. And so that gives us x squared. So x squared will go here. And now we distribute x squared times all of this. So x squared times x squared gives me x to the fourth. X squared times 3x gives me positive 3x cubed. And then x squared times 1 gives me x squared. Okay, now subtract from what's above. So x to the fourth minus x to the fourth, the x to the fourths are gone, and that should always happen with your leading term on this subtraction step. It should cancel itself out. 0x cubed minus 3x cubed. Remember that this negative distributes. So 0 minus 3, this is negative 3x cubed now. Similar thing over here, 0x squared minus x squared, so this is negative x squared. And I'll bring down these last terms, so plus 0x minus 16. Okay. We keep going until the degree of what's left down here is lower than the degree of the x squared plus 3x plus 1. So in other words, this is degree 2. We need to keep going until the degree that remains down here is 1. So we need a linear expression down here. So we repeat this process, again dividing leading terms. So divide negative 3x cubed by x squared. That gives us negative 3x to the first. Multiply negative 3x times this expression here. So negative 3x times x squared is negative 3x cubed. Negative 3x times positive 3x is negative 9x squared. Negative 3x times 1 is negative 3x. Okay, just double checking. I prefer to do these live when students can jump in and let me know when I've lost a negative or something. But okay, negative 3x cubed plus 3x cubed, the x cubes go away. Negative 9x squared plus 9x squared, so that would be positive 8x squared. 0x plus 3x, so this is positive 3x, because remember this negative here distributes. And then I'm just going to bring down the minus 16. Okay, the degrees now are the same, so I know I need to go around one more time with the division. So again, dividing the leading terms. So at this point, that's, try to get out of the way, 8x squared divided by x squared. So that's 8. Positive 8 up here. Multiply 8 times x squared plus 3x plus 1. So 8 times x squared. 8 times 3x. 8 times 1. And subtract from what's above. So what's left, 8x squared minus 8x squared, so that goes, leading term should always go away, 3x minus 24x, so that's negative 21x. Negative 16 minus 8, so that's negative 24. And the degree now here is lower than the degree of what we're dividing by. So this right here is the remainder. And there are different ways that we can express our solution. So you can just write remainder equals negative 21x minus 24. Quotient equals what's up here, the x squared minus 3x plus 8. Most likely the way you'll write your answer if you're putting it into my math lab. So I'm going to write the overall result here. So x to the fourth minus 16 divided by x squared plus 3x plus 1 is that, this is your quotient, x squared minus 3x plus 8 with the remainder of negative 21x. I could have factored out the negative here, but I'll leave it like this. Remainder of negative 21x minus 24. It would be nice to pull the negative out in front here. Not a requirement though. Over the x squared plus 3x plus 1. So here's one way to express that overall result.